Morning, everyone, and very warm welcome to our Kickstart group. As we know that we are focusing and meditating on the verses of Bhagavad Gita, all the teachings, and not verse by verse, but the teaching, the main verses which we can contemplate in meditative practices. That's what we are picking up. So far, we have done the Vishad Yoga, the Arjuna's depression, which we all experienced as our own in the very first day. Then we started the Sankhya, the knowledge, self-knowledge, the knowledge of whole, the self, where we have done so far the real and unreal, understanding the reality, which is the self alone, the self which is changeless, which weapon cannot cleave, which fire cannot burn, which cannot be comprehended by the sense organ, and all of that, all pervading self, which is mind within the consciousness. And doing so, the conversation carries on, and the beautiful philosophy ahead in the second chapter alone, we commonly use about the Karma Yoga. So today, let's explore the Karma Yoga, which is defined by Bhagavan. I'm going to take verse 47 because, again, this is one of the philosophy which keeps on repeating in everything what we do of the Karma Yoga or actions we perform. Karmane vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. This is verse 47. I'm sure we all have heard that very commonly. We use that also. Keep doing your work. Don't worry about the fruits of action and surrender that to the Ishvara. But experiencing it, doing it, and actually performing this as without an attachment is a big question. How do we do that? So let's explore a method of doing in the mind, in our meditation. This practice is going to be more as an analytic practice rather than experiencing, and you will experience as part of your analysis. So let's begin. Sitting comfortably, keeping your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a moment to settle down in this position. Focusing simply on yourself, starting to withdraw the senses from the world outside. One of the characteristics defined of Sthita Prajna is the one which withdraws just like the turtle, all its sense organs, and focus all his attention within the self. Withdrawing our senses means closing our eyes, bringing all the attention on the breath, on the body, in the mind, and everything of the object of meditation. When we start to withdraw our senses from the world outside, all you see is the dark, sometimes some sort of light in between, but without a shape and form. You are entering into the world within. You are experiencing the world without a shape, form, or characters. All you do this here by experiencing it. You can't hear anything, but yet you know what exactly we are getting into. So, organ of perceptions. We withdraw and we take this whole journey guided by just the consciousness. Now, withdrawing from the senses, I would like to fix your attention just on your breath. Breathing in and out. Just feel your breath in and out as it comes in and out. Without trying to change, modify anything, simply be the one with your breath. When you start to focus, observe your breath, you experience every bit of it. You experience becoming part of it. Soon enough, you will experience just the breath and nothing else. At times, you just lose everything and not sure whether you're focusing or not. You become one with the breath. You even lose the concentration and the focus as you start to become one with that. And if that happens, allow it to happen. You don't have to come back on focusing. With your undivided attention and focus on the breath, you also see the mind is very quietened and relaxed. Until now, you might have not observed any thought, or even if any thought may have arisen, it has no capacity to disturb or distract you from your focus. Just like flow of breath, everything in the mind synchronized with the same flow, and everything else starts to disappear. Ekagrata, one-pointedness. Mind starts to achieve that stage on its own once we start to withdraw from the senses and give up interacting with the world within or outside. Mind automatically comes to this phase. Let the mind direct the way ahead. From single pointedness to the oneness. Let the mind drift away on its own. And as you see that starts to happen at any point, I would like you to withdraw your attention and come to Chidakash, the blank space in your mind. Usually you experience behind the forehead. Don't try to focus or concentrate or look on that. simply within our head. Very spontaneously, effortlessly, you reach to this very space on your own. It's a space of mind, which can be experienced as blank, dark, this is the space when it's calm, it's focused, it is in the meditative stages, seems very relaxed, quiet, silent. What all you experience at this very moment is none other than you. Nothing else, no one else exists. This is your space where you alone exist. It's time to contemplate on our actions. Everything what we perform in the world outside and how that makes us feel in the world within. Consciously, let's take a journey to observe, analyze, and experience the karma yoga. I would like you to bring your attention on any action which you thoroughly enjoy, any work, any task which you really enjoy doing it. Remembering that very task or the work brings all the emotions in the mind. I would just simply like you to observe all that you feel, the way you do, and the very core of doing is your happiness. This task, this very work, which you thoroughly enjoy, could also be a difficult one or the boring, but when you enjoy, when you like it, you don't feel any of that, no matter how difficult it is. This very task energizes you. The whole energy within you can feel, which becomes the driving force for doing this. The outcome, the benefit of doing is simply the joy. Your very connection with your happiness, with yourself, whose core nature is the happiness. You're not at all bothered about the outcome to be the best, good, because it's already good. You're not worried about its success or failure, so you're enjoying it. There might not be any confusion, or even if any confusion arises of right and wrong, this is one thing. You enjoy losing in the very process you find yourself. Letting go all the limitations, you become limitless. Happy finishing that. Even the reminder of that very action or the task or the work still brings a happy memory inside. Let's take a moment to contemplate on this very happiness. Is that the work, task, or the action you performed makes you happy? Or is simply giving up all the worries, success, failures, confusion, likes, dislikes, and just enjoying the process of doing it without concern of its outcome? That truly an enriching experience. And because of that, you like to do this. You're never tired of doing this because this very action energizes you, becomes a purpose of your happiness, of you becoming one with your happiness. Let's take a moment. I would like you to shift your awareness now to a task or an action which you don't like at all. It does not bring any happy memory. Rather, it stresses you, worries you, drains you. Simply thinking about this very action or the task or work, you feel the sudden drop of the energy in your body. Engaging in the reasons of why you don't like and all what that brings the bad memories or not so good memories in the mind, I would like you to simply take one reason of converting this work into your happiness. Find one reason of your own which makes you feel happy doing it. Connect it with your own purpose. Just like before, letting go all the worries, insecurities, question of success or failure or any outcome which is coming out. Simply do this for your own reason and connecting with your own happiness, just yourself. Visualize yourself doing it now, this very action or the work. Just being one with yourself, doing it for yourself without expecting any outcome, which could be good. Convert the whole process of your own unique way to be happy about. Any worries, concerns, or not very happy feelings which may arrive while you visualize yourself doing this action, I would like you to simply remove them, reminding that's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it for myself. This is very much my own swadharma. And just for the reason of my swadharma, my duty, sense of responsibility, which I enjoy to do, I'm doing it. Any action, any work, any task, big or small, becomes karma yoga the moment we connect it with the self. The moment we do it for simply swadharma, simply enjoy the process for our own happiness alone. And any action can be converted into this. Simply reminding yourself of self. Now, all that you experience, visualizing yourself doing something which has not been very pleasant before. You may observe it's not affecting that bad anymore. The emotions are not disturbing anymore. The energy, you don't feel any fluctuations in that. And the mind is still very calm. As and when you come back to the world outside, let the self, this very analysis, this very experience of karma yoga guide you through, not the experience of the senses. Regardless of any action and outcome, keeping yourself in this very balanced state which you experience right now. At all time is the mind of Sthita Prajna. And as you start to come back, maintaining your own peace, happiness, and the calmness of the mind in everything and anything you do. Bring your attention very slowly on tip of your nostril. Don't try to look with the closed eyes. Just bringing your attention is simply experiencing tip of your nostril as you breathe in and you breathe out. When you breathe in, you feel a slight chillness. And when you breathe out, you feel the slight warmness on tip of your nostril. Very subtle sensations. Very slowly. Continue to focus on tip of your nostril and bring your both hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Keep your hand close to your heart. So here, slowly take a deep breath in, fully inhale. Slowly exhale. Continue breathing normal after this deep breath. Gently, very slowly, rub your both palms together. Soon enough, when it starts to feel warm, place your both hands on your eyes. A very gentle massage on all over your face. Slowly bring your hands down. Take your own time before you open your eyes, and whenever you are ready, open your eyes looking down.